So do you also wish to generate newsletters automatically using an AI? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to create newsletters with AI assistance via Pabbly Connect. So as the owner of a content creation company, my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate the newsletters mail, and after generating the newsletters, automatically that should be drafted as a new mail on my Gmail account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Sheets with OpenAI and Gmail using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automate newsletter creation using Google Sheets, Pabbly Connect and an AI perfect for content creators who want to save time and keep their audience engaged every week. Alright, so as you all know that as the owner of a content creation business, I can use Pabbly Connect to automate the creation of newsletters directly from Google Sheet. Each week I can update a Google Sheet with the latest blog posts, news articles and other content. And Pabbly Connect will then pull the data from the sheets and send it to an AI tool that curates and drafts a newsletter. And finally, the newsletter is automatically sent to my subscribers via email marketing service. Alright, so this automation streamlines the process, ensuring my newsletters are consistently sent out without spending time on manual tasks. Alright, so here on my screen you can see the Google Sheet that I've already created with the name newsletters. And here I've taken some fields such as date, blog post titles, article summaries and the special offers. So now here my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI should generate a relevant newsletter, and after generating a newsletter, automatically that newsletter should be drafted on my Gmail account like this. Alright, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Sheets with OpenAI and my Gmail account using an automation software. And now firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this amazing automation by simply making a test submission over here. So here for doing the test submission, I'm going to add a new detail over here in my Google Sheets. Alright, so here let me add the details. Alright, so here you can see I've successfully added a detail over here in my Google Sheet such as date, blog post title, article summary and special offers. And now after adding the details, let's go and check our Gmail. And here you can see the mail that has been drafted over here as the newsletter for all my subscribers. Alright, so with this we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can create this automation by simply connecting your Google Sheets with your OpenAI account and Gmail using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect account, you have to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So now here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this Create Workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this Create Workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as Create Newsletters with AI Assistance. And now after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this Learn More hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now moving back to Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this Create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets, as I am adding new details in my Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. So here in my Google Sheets trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, so that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account. So this is the sheet that I've created with the name newsletters, and these are the fields that I've added over here. So now here I'm going to connect this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect in order to capture the response in Pabbly Connect. So here, before moving forward with the connection, I'm going to add a new detail over here in my Google Sheets. Alright, so let me add the details. And here you can see I have successfully added the details over here. So now here, after adding the details, we are going to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here to build this connection, you need to install an add-on in your Google Sheets account first. So for that, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here in this add-on, you need to select get add-ons. And then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this particular add-on in your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So moving back, and once you're going to install this particular add-on, you have to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so now moving back, and after installing this particular add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so now here after refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you'll be able to see option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So from here you need to select initial setup. And here in the initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. And here for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see my last data column is column D over here. So I'm going to select my trigger column as D, and then I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets, or you can say we have successfully connected this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now after building this connection, I'm going to test this connection by clicking on the send test button given over here, and it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to this webhook URL, that means to our Pabbly's workflow. Alright, so let's move back, and here before moving back to Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that, you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And now from here you need to turn on this send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever you're going to add a new detail in your Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, so let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the trigger column, spreadsheet name, ID, special offer, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, date, blog post titles, and the article summaries. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received all the details through Google Sheets, then I want to give these details to OpenAI to generate a newsletter. So for that, I need to connect my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions, and even generate creative ideas. So in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT, so that by using this particular model, OpenAI should generate a newsletter for me. And now here to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So here, following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here under API keys you can see all the existing keys over here. So I'm going to generate a new key by clicking on this create new secret key button given on the top right corner. And here I'm going to give a name to my key, that is newsletter, and then I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to click on this create secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now after entering the API token, I'm going to click on this save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the AI model. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the existing keys over all the existing AI models over here. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4. You can select the AI model as per your need. And then it is asking me to enter the prompt. So in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI to generate a good newsletters for me. Alright, so I'm going to add a relevant prompt. And here you can see I've successfully added a relevant prompt over here where I've added some instructions for the AI and the detail as date, blog post titles, article summaries, and special announcement or offers. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever you're going to receive new response to Google Sheets, then automatically its previously existing details will be updated with the new one. So here for the data, I'm going to map the date over here. Here for the blog post titles, I'm going to map the blog post titles. Here for the article summaries, I'm going to map the article summary, and lastly here I'm going to map the special announcement. Alright, so here I've added the special offers, and now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the entire mail, or you can say a newsletter body generated in different parts. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So once we have generated the newsletter using OpenAI, then automatically I want to create the draft for this newsletter on my Gmail account. So for that, I'm going to add another action step over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Gmail. So Gmail is Google's email service that lets you send and receive emails online. So in my Gmail action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a draft, so that automatically a draft mail should be created on my Gmail account for this newsletter generated by OpenAI. Alright, so now here to connect my Gmail with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Gmail account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Gmail. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this continue and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here's asking me to enter the email subject. Again here, instead of entering the email subject manually, I'm going to map the data over here. Alright, so here I'm going to map the email subject generated by OpenAI. Moving forward, here for the recipient email address, I'm going to add my permanent subscriber email address over here, and then further after creating a draft, my team is going to add more subscribers to this mail address. Alright, so I'm going to add the subscriber manually over here. Moving forward, here the CC and BCC fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the from email, you can see automatically this email address has been selected over here, so here I'm not going to change it. Moving forward, here for the sender name, I'm going to add the sender name as weekly newsletter. Moving forward, then here it is asking me for the reply to field. So again, this field is not a required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. And here for the email content type, I'm going to select plain, and then it is asking me to enter the email content. So I'm going to map the email content generated by OpenAI over here. Alright, so I'm going to add all the details. Alright, so here I have successfully added all the entire body of the email content, and with this we have successfully added the email content over here. Here the signature, label IDs and some other details are not required fields, so I'm going to leave it blank. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a draft on our Gmail account. So let's go and check it. And here you can see the draft that has been generated over here with the content generated by OpenAI. So with this, we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected our trigger as Google Sheets and our action as OpenAI and Gmail, so that whenever we're going to add new details in our Google Sheets, then automatically using the details, OpenAI is going to generate the newsletters. And after generating the newsletter, automatically that is going to be treated as a draft in my Gmail account. Alright, so these were the steps to how to create newsletters with AI assistants. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.